Hello everyone, you are on the channel Another Space. No one can say that they haven't felt the absolute terror of the universe and outer space. It's nothing but empty space and black holes that can erase matter. There are also traces of exoplanets, which seem so far away and mysterious. We'll introduce you to 6 exoplanets so isolated and adrift in space, they resemble a real hell. Some even baffle astronomers. The first is Coro 7b. This exoplanet tops our list with its very exotic weather. No umbrella can help you here unless it's made of titanium. Welcome to Coro 7b, a planet where it constantly rains rocks. This peculiar planet is about 1.5 times larger than Earth. Its estimated age is 1.5 billion years. It is only 489 light-years away. Scientists thought Coro 7b, when discovered in 2019, was the first exoplanet with a rocky composition similar to Earth. We categorize this planet as uninhabitable, with a 0% chance of life. The sunrise you see on this planet could be your last. As soon as the sun appears over the horizon, the morning star of the Unicorn constellation, also known as Monoceros, would turn you into ash. Sunrise on this planet is exceptionally bright because Coro 7b's star is 60 times closer than our sun. The Coro 7 star appears 360 times bigger than how we perceive our sun. On the sunlit side, the temperature can reach 2,600 degrees Celsius or 4,700 degrees Fahrenheit. This is hot enough to melt rocks and vaporize them. An astonishing phenomenon then occurs. The hot, vaporized rocks ascend to the upper atmosphere. The vapors then condense into fine gravel when they encounter a cooler air front, resulting in fragments of rock falling back to the surface. A phenomenon known as rock rain. Some theoretical models predict the presence of a lava ocean on this planet. The situation is exacerbated by the fact that the planet is tidally locked. The host star remains in a fixed position. The planet's dark side is extremely cold, with temperatures as low as -390 degrees Fahrenheit, 235 degrees Celsius. Astronomers theorize that Coro 7b originated as a gas giant 100 times larger than Earth. As it moved closer to its star, the gaseous shell thinned out under the influence of solar winds. Coro 7b's past is a harrowing one, and its present is no less frightening. The rough conditions on that planet may have put you off, but we are moving to the next one. The next world isn't as infernal, but it still fits the category of places that you would never want to visit. You would need to cross an endless belt made of ice and rock to reach J1407b. While it might be tempting to compare J1407b to Saturn, the rings around this gas giant are 200 times larger. In contrast to Saturn's mere 3 rings, J1407b boasts 30 rings spanning over 110 million miles. Take a moment to comprehend that. This distance is 20% greater than Earth's distance to the Sun, 93 million miles or 1.2 astronomical units. The radius of Saturn's largest ring is only about 300,000 miles. This scale of rings could only be formed by the destruction of numerous satellites. So what might have happened? It's probable that J1407b's mass is between 10 and 40 times that of Jupiter. It's a colossal celestial object, whose gravity likely tore the satellites apart. Another theory is that J1407b wasn't a protostar, but a true gas giant that never evolved into a brown dwarf. There is no consensus among scientists on how to classify these objects. The fact that J1407b orbits its host star, rather than revolving around their common center of gravity, supports this theory. This mirrors what happens in binary star systems. It's astounding that these massive rings only weigh 7.34 times 10 to the 21 kilograms. Why only? This astounding number is minuscule compared to Earth's mass of 5.9 times 10 to the 24 kilograms. J1407b's history likely involved many incredible and terrifying events, including a potential collision with a celestial body with mass between that of Earth and Mars. This encounter is evidenced by a significant gap in the rings of J1407b. Using the transit observation technique, scientists were able to detect this planet thanks to these gaps. This allowed scientists to determine not just the size of the rings, but also their position around the planet. Consider this visualization of Saturn's rings. It is an awe-inspiring sight. Now imagine the view you could experience if you were on J1407b or one of its satellites. Such a sight would leave us speechless. Moving closer, about 80 light-years away from the Sun, we encounter an object rightfully considered one of the loneliest in the universe. PSO J318. 522, the planet with a complex name, stands out because it does not revolve around any star. PSO J318. 522 is a rogue planet, also referred to as orphan or nomad. These are planets that have been ejected from their planetary systems. Paradoxically, the absence of a bright star has only benefited astronomers. The Pan-STARRS, PS1 Panoramic Survey Telescope, allows them to directly observe the light of PSO J318, 522, without the glare of a host star. This excessive light typically makes it difficult to observe from Earth. Hundreds of infrared photos revealed that the planet is 8 times larger than Jupiter and also brighter. Observations of 2 changes in brightness indicated that the planet rotates every 5 hours, has layers of clouds of varying thickness, and has a temperature of 1470 degrees Fahrenheit. A team of astronomers utilized the New Technology Telescope of the European Southern Observatory to conduct surveillance. This allowed them to create the first weather forecast for a celestial object beyond our solar system. Here's a brief weather report. Expect a very hot, cloudy day with dust storms moving at speeds several times faster than sound. Also, anticipate precipitation in the form of molten metal rain. The estimated age of the planet is 12 million years. Scientists aren't certain how these planets form, but theorize they could be either unsuccessful stars, gas giants similar in size to Jupiter, or planets ejected from young planetary systems due to the gravitational influence of another planet. Once released from the gravitational pull, they drift through space. There is a classification issue with PSO J318, 522, and similar planets. Many scientists refer to these objects as brown dwarfs, suggesting their transient nature. It's not quite a star, yet it's not merely a planet or a gas giant, at least as we know them. Scientists have a record of several rogue worlds, but this is just the beginning of the research. In the future, we're certain to be astounded by the properties of these amazing interstellar bodies. We're about to witness a slow carousel of death. Scientists have dubbed WASP-12b a doomed planet. Being on its surface is impossible for several reasons. The most significant being that it's gradually being ripped apart by its star and ejected into outer space. This is the fate of WASP-12b as a gas giant with a diameter about twice that of Jupiter's. However, WASP-12b orbits its host star in just one day. Unlike Jupiter, which takes 12 Earth years to complete a full rotation around the Sun. These rapid velocities cause the surface to be distorted by tidal forces. if scientists' calculations are correct. WASP-12b has a shape more akin to an egg than a sphere. Astronomers believe that the planet will not be able to withstand such pressure much longer. The planet has a maximum of 10 million years left before it will disintegrate and form a cloud of gas and dust, which will slowly be consumed by the star. The planet's speed also increases as it exchanges material with its star. Scientists had believed that this kind of exchange could only occur between stars. This is the first time it has been confirmed to occur with an exoplanet. This gravitational dance heats the planet to temperatures as high as 4,100 degrees Fahrenheit, making life on its surface impossible. Hubble's spectroscopic technique allowed it to detect a water flow 5 years after the planet's discovery. This is a remarkable discovery considering the conditions on this planet. Another surprising discovery is that if this planet does have a solid surface, it could be made of graphite or diamonds, due to the high density and concentration of carbon in its composition. WASP-12b has even been dubbed the Diamond Planet by some media outlets. Currently, scientists lean more towards the notion that the majority of carbon dioxide and methane resides in the planet's atmosphere. In 2012, researchers suggested that there might be a moon orbiting the planet, WASP-12b1, with a radius estimated to be just 3 times smaller than Earth's. What conditions exist on the surface of this moon? We can only speculate. It's likely not much better than the conditions on the neighboring planet. Our next planet is shrouded in mystery. Fomalhaut b, originally named Dagon, was a distant planet thought not to exist. Intrigued? Let's delve into it. We have to look back to 2004. Hubble discovered a vast cold debris disk composed of dust and gas. Immediate theories circulated, including estimates of the object's size, which could be as large as Jupiter. At this point, scientists had not yet spotted the planet, which was presumed to be orbiting Fomalhaut, one of the brightest stars visible at night. Dagon is located 25 light-years away and has a diameter twice the size of the Sun. Research showed that Dagon behaved unusually. The object's speed increased as the years passed. In 2008, 4 years after the initial discovery, scientists were captivated by the first image of Dagon. The planet's mass is between that of Earth and Mars, significantly smaller than previously estimated. Dagon's faint glow in the infrared spectrum and its inability to affect the debris ring around the Fomalhaut star indicated that it had a low mass. The object's brightness also decreased as it grew in size, and its orbital motion did not match predicted data. Scientists were left at an impasse. This was a first in astronomy. Despite consistent observations over the years, Dagon completely disappeared in 2014. Starting in 2008, the planet's size began to expand and it grew dimmer. Eventually, it vanished altogether. These events contradicted existing theories about exoplanets. Researchers had to review all the data to reach a radical new conclusion. Dagon was never a planet. Scientists have proposed a new theory suggesting the object initially identified as an exoplanet was actually a dissipating dust cloud, resulting from a collision between 2 asteroids or protoplanets. This is an even more incredible discovery, as it is extremely rare for 2 celestial bodies to collide. A collision? The Hubble telescope must have been observing the area near Fomalhaut in 2004. A coincidence? Maybe not. The dust spread over time, explaining the increasing size of the object and its decreasing brightness. Another coincidence? The dust cloud formed by the collision explains the object's eccentric orbit. Yet another coincidence. A series of strange coincidences led to the creation of the legend of Dagon, the mysterious and unpredictable object that neither looks nor moves like a conventional planet. It doesn't orbit its star in a circular path, as a typical planet would. Instead, it follows an irregular path that takes it away from the star. There's no need to be discouraged because Fomalhaut b has lost its exoplanet status. There are thousands upon thousands of X-worlds waiting to astound us with their incredible and sometimes terrifying characteristics. Would you like to visit a planet where the universe was in its early stages? Captain B is only 13 light-years away, but it is estimated to be 11.5 billion years old. This is over twice the age of Earth, and only 2 billion years younger than the universe itself. It's not only the age of this celestial object that's impressive, but all the events that might have taken place on its surface throughout its lifetime. Captain is the host star of this planet. It's classified as a red subdwarf, and due to its age, it has an unusual luminosity spectrum. The star is almost 250 times dimmer than our Sun, and its mass is a quarter of the Sun's. Scientists suggest that the planet, despite its close proximity to the host star, is still in the habitable zone. It's only 0.168 astronomical units away, which is closer than the distance between Mercury and the Sun. The temperature on its surface is suitable for liquid water. According to some estimates, the temperature on the dark side is -50 degrees Celsius or -58 degrees Fahrenheit, while on the star-facing surface it's 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit. These factors all contribute to the Earth Similarity Index, or ESI. At the time this video was made, Captain's ESI was 0.67, making it similar to other planets such as GJ 667cc or Kepler 62f, which are among the most promising candidates for extraterrestrial life. Age alone does not guarantee the presence of life on a planet, but it does increase its chances of being habitable. The creation of life is a very complex and lengthy process. If 4.5 billion years were enough to bring life on Earth to where it is today, then 11.5 billion years on Captain B could have been enough time for microorganisms to develop. Ancient life forms may have been observing us for many years.